Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Peace be on you all. I pray that you are blessed with good health and lots of happiness. Ameen. Welcome back to Naila'z journey. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the different organizations that are actually taking care of me in the current situation that I'm in. I will be sharing with you the websites, the links, the phone numbers in the description, so you can access them in your time for information or whatever you would like to know about them. So, excuse me. So since 2017, from my first diagnosis, I received support from various organizations through my local GP service. Obviously, it was a difficult time previously as well, where the cancer affected me emotionally, physically, mentally, basically the whole me, it affected me. And it got to a point where I was just keeping myself locked away in a room, not wanting to be around anyone, or just isolating myself from the world. And for the first people that I went to for help was the Samaritans. They're a charity organization who you can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And they will just listen to you. So at some point during that first phase of the treatment, I used to call them whenever I could. I also had access to my work health and well-being phone line for staff, which I didn't really access much. It was mainly just the Samaritans. But then it got to a point where I no longer wanted to pick up the phone and ring Samaritans anymore. I just felt it was just too much of a task, and I just went into more isolation phase. So I spoke to my GP, and he then referred me to Hospice, St. Francis. They are a wonderful organization. It's a charity which has been running for 40 years, and they've been providing services, care, treatment, therapies to patients and their families. I've received therapy from St. Francis for a long time, and I also received physiotherapy. I also received therapy to help me overcome my fatigue. I was able to take part in different courses to help me overcome my diagnosis and how to move on forward with better life. So St. Francis played a really big part, and then they would actually call me when I'm not able to visit the center, hospice, and they'll talk to me over the phone. So the contact was made always, so I didn't have a gap. So I was having weekly sessions. So it started off with the 1 month, and then it changed over to weekly. So I would go there, they would listen to me, and then sometimes they would just call me at home when I could not attend. I received amazing physiotherapy from the physiotherapist. It was just amazing. They just cared so much, and it helps with the recovery from the illness. Once I got diagnosed the second time, because St. Francis is based in Berkhamsted, it's quite a bit of a travel. I was referred by my therapist to a new hospice, which is local to me, which is the Rennie Hospice. They have been wonderful. They are also another charity which has been running for over 25 years. And they also help patients with illnesses, and they support the families. So my therapist, once she knew what I got diagnosed with this time, she referred me on a Friday evening to Rennie Grove, and the next day, Saturday morning, Rennie Grove nurse turned up at my address. That was just brilliant. Now I have access to a health professional at home who talks to me over the phone, who visits me weekly, who ensures that my pain is well managed at home, liaises with my doctor at the GP surgery to ensure that I'm getting the right medication. I have access to nurse at night as well. If my pain is not being controlled, then nurse has come out and injected me with the relevant appropriate medication that I need to ease off the pain. They provide both charities, Samaritans, Hospice of St. Francis, Rennie Grove, they all provide service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So you can access their services throughout. They provide excellent care. And at the moment, my children are also being supported, and my husband is being supported by the hospice as well to help them deal with my illness, because it's not just me. I'm the one with the cancer, but it's my family as well who's affected. So it's so it is amazing that these charities are able to get together and help my family, not just me. So these charities, they're all, they don't receive a lot of funding from the NHS. The Rennie Grove charity receives only about 13% of the funds from the NHS. The rest, 87%, is what they have to raise through donations and events that they set up to raise money, so they're able to provide the care to patients like me. Just last year, the Rennie Grove Hospice had it cost them around about over £7 million to provide care to patients like myself and their families, and that's a hell of a lot of money. And same for St. Francis, it cost them over £5 million a year as well to provide the services, the care to all their patients and their families. And it's amazing that they're able to do that, because there's people out there who are continuously make donations, set up charity events and support them. And there's volunteers who actually work for free in their hospice to provide the care to everyone. So I'm very thankful to all these organizations that they've stepped in and they're taking care of me and so many thousands of people out there. Also, when Rennie Hospice has been playing a key part in making adjustments that I need at home. On the first visit, I was overwhelmed with all the information that I was given. I was provided with information that I can access a hospital bed at home. I have access to a commode, a perched chair to put in the bathroom so I can sit by the sink and brush my teeth and wash my face, a bath lift, a stair lift, a wheelchair, a walking stick. I was provided with so much adjustments. But when I first heard about those adjustments, I just cried and I said, listen, I'm already feeling ill. I am a disabled person. But I don't want my home to look like a disabled person's home. I felt embarrassed that when someone will come, they will see my house and see my home with all these adjustments, and what will they think? I didn't want my children to see those things. So I refused every single thing. And then obviously the nurse kept coming back to check up on me, and then I could see how I was struggling. So I decided to go ahead with small things first. So I agreed to have a commode downstairs because I don't have access to a toilet downstairs. So when I am downstairs, it's a mission to go upstairs again for the toilet. Then I was also given because my bathroom toilet upstairs is low, the toilet seat or the commode is low, and I struggle with getting up from the toilet seat. They've given me another, like a lift, like a chair to put on top of the toilet, so it gives me that height, so I don't have to put a lot of pressure when getting up. Then I've been given a stool now, which got delivered yesterday on Thursday. I also received 2 tables, one for my hospital bed, which is also being delivered and set up in my living room. So I have a side table like you would at the hospital. So when I'm in my bed, I can have access to food at the bed instead of getting up and sitting somewhere else. I also have a table for upstairs bedroom. I've been given a recliner for my bed upstairs because I don't lie flat when sleeping. I'm basically kind of in this position when I'm sleeping, so the recliner helps me position my back and supports me with my breathing as well. So I've now received the bath lift as well, because my bath, I've struggled with getting in and out of the bath, so my husband was lifting me in and out of the bath, which is obviously unsafe for him because he can cause injury to himself, and obviously for myself because of the nature of my cancer and the pains. So so I've got the new bath lift. The only thing that's left is now the stair lift, which is going to be installed. But because my stairs is an open plan, the requirement is that a banister needs to be installed first on the right side for the safety of my children in case they try to use the stair lift, which I highly think they will, because it's like a toy to them, and they're really excited about seeing it installed. So once this banister is installed, then the stair lift is going to be installed. There is obviously a funding issue with the stair lift at the moment. It's to rent a stair lift, it's about 590 to 600 pounds for the 12 months, and you can buy it outright for 950 pounds. So they've asked my husband if he could pay for it, and he's explained that if he 2 months ago, if the situation was different, he would have had the money, but not now. He can't pay for it. So now the Hertfordshire County Council, the adult care unit, who also are liaising with and sorting out my adjustments, are going to be looking at arranging funds and getting my stair lift and the banister done through their own scheme. So that will be such a big help too. My next chemotherapy is obviously on the 9th of October. So because I'm already struggling from the first chemotherapy with walking and balancing myself, it will be a huge relief for me once the stair lift is installed. So these are all the adjustments that I've been provided by Rennie Grove and Hertfordshire County Council Adult Care Unit. And it is just, there's so much more they can also offer me. But I've just stuck with these for now, and I hope that all the adjustments that they've given me just help me and ease everything for me in my daily living. So I'm thankful to every one of these organizations for supporting me and providing me this excellent care. Another organization is the Linda Jackson Macmillan Centre. That's based in Mount Vernon Hospital, where I go for my chemotherapy. And they are also there to support people with cancer. They provide advice, information, whatever you need. They even provide therapies such as massage, or even talking, or you can just pop in, sit in their waiting lounge, have a cup of tea, coffee, biscuits. And they have a small shop as well. They sell small items at reasonably good prices for patients with cancer. And they're really helpful. They're open Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. So they're really good, and you can get in touch with them yourself, or you can get referred. It doesn't matter. With all the other charities of Francis Hospice and Rennie Grove, you can refer yourself. Anyone can refer you. Your GP can refer you. Your loved one can refer you. So you don't wait around. If you need to get any information, just give them a call, and if they're able to help you or direct you, they'll do that. Okay. I'm going to also now be talking to you about the Hidden Disabilities store that I came upon a few months back, and it really is a good scheme, which is being recognized globally now. A Hidden Disabilities store is about the Sunflower Lanyard scheme. It is it's for people with hidden disabilities. So if you wear this badge, or just this, or with the ID badge, it gives others who are looking at you or people around you a discrete information that this person may need extra assistance. It's there to help people understand that someone who maybe, if I'm wearing it, it shows that maybe I'm the one with the hidden disability, or I have a child with me who has a hidden disability, and they may require extra assistance, they may require extra time to do things. So don't get agitated by their behavior. This game started in around 2016, and it was first recognized by Gatwick Airport in 2016. And since then, it has just been widespread. It's now been recognized at other airports and supermarkets like Sainsbury's, Tesco, Asda, and you can wear it even in the NHS, train stations. So this shows to others that someone has a hidden disability and does require extra assistance, and extra assistance would be greatly appreciated. I got this many months back before I was diagnosed with the second cancer, because from the first cancer, I hadn't obviously totally overcome with the pains and the problems that I was having. So when I used to go out with my husband or my family, my husband would park in a blue badge disabled bay, and when I would come out the car, I would get these looks from people walking by, and someone even would come and just inspect my badge from the windscreen, and it made me feel so uncomfortable that just because I look fine from outside does not mean that I'm not entitled to park in a blue badge. I don't have to be limping. I don't have to have a missing limb or be on a wheelchair to be allowed to park in a blue badge. And I always felt uncomfortable, and I always told my husband never to park on a blue badge bay. But he said, I am entitled to park there because I can't walk long distances without suffering from pain. And if people are ignorant, let them be. So I thought, well, okay, when I came across this, I thought, okay, I'm going to get this and I'm going to start wearing it when I go outside, so people can see that I have a hidden disability that no one can see on me physically. So maybe they'll treat me a bit different. So that's why I got this. But so now I use this when I go out. And I thought many months ago when my family, we booked a holiday for us for Christmas this year to visit family back home, who we haven't met for over 4 years. So we thought it would be a great, we arranged funds for that holiday and booked the holiday, and thought, okay, so when I go to the airport, I will wear this to make sure people know that I have a hidden disability, that I'm not going to be walking fast. I'm going to be slow. I may be agitated with the surroundings. So I thought this would be really handy, and I would recommend that you get this for your loved ones. Anyone who has a hidden disability, a parent can wear it for their child. A child can also wear it. So, well, like one of my nephews, he's on autistic, is on the autism spectrum. So people see his behavior and they find him odd because they think he's just too hyperactive, but they fail to understand that he has a disability. And they need to be more understanding. So anyone can wear this who has a hidden disability, and there is no set criteria. Hidden disability is what you understand, how your life is being challenged every day by the medical issue that you or your loved one has. I would request that nobody abuse this scheme just to get a quick service or jump the queue, because then it's unfair on the people who are actually struggling with real issues to get what they are entitled to. So please always be kind to one another and respect one another and their needs. So hopefully I haven't gone too overboard with my comments and I haven't offended anybody. If I have, I do apologize. I'm going to be putting up all the links for you in the description. I also wanted to remind you about the Macmillan Cancer coffee mornings that is set up throughout the country to raise money. Today, 27th of September, is when they Macmillan coffee morning parties take place. My workplace actually does one as well, and many of my colleagues bring cakes, bake cakes, or bring them from the supermarket and raise money for the charities. So I would really appreciate that if you play a small part in raising donations for the charities that are out there who are supporting individuals like me and their families. So next, I'll be in this video, I'll be just showing you some of the adjustments that I've received. And if you have any comments, please leave or questions, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Stay tuned to Naila'z journey and keep praying for me. Stay blessed.